What's up, Aquarius? Welcome back to my channel, Aqua's Empire. Well, our channel. Aqua's Empire 777. Hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're high vibing, staying away from people, places, and things and entities that no longer serve you or your highest good. I hope you connected back to nature, getting plenty of sun, because you are nature, you are the elements. Stop looking outside yourself. Go within. Everything you're looking for is within you, not outside you. You're going to always come up short. Keep looking outside yourself. I don't know. I don't care what you may go to. No, nobody know better than you. Come back to yourself. You have all the answers. Don't need nobody else lead you. All right? Hope you're loving on yourself and others. And not trying to love on somebody else first and not yourself. That's definitely impossible, because you can't give something to somebody else that you haven't given to yourself first, correct? Right, righteous. Right? Hope you being part of the solution and not part of the problem. We already have enough problems out here that we're about to get rid of, okay? Don't let you be one of them too. Come on back home to the other side. Okay, come on the right side. Come on the winning team. A lot of y'all on the losing team. That's why y'all losing. All right, but we're back with another video of some more jewels I'm about to drop. And the topic I want to talk about are mirrors. Because a lot of us don't know and understand and overstand what a mirror is. They just think it's glass, you know. So I'm here to, drop a few jewels on you. I'm here to enlighten you. Put that spark in you. And maybe you'll walk away helping somebody else. Definitely share this video, because share it to everybody. Because I'm pretty sure nobody knows. And if they did, they'd be talking about it. Okay. We give power with the way of our words because we have souls. We are the ancient beings, and we give life to everything. So a lot of things cannot exist without us believing in it, donating our energy or our vibration to it with our words. It even says it in that Bible. Everything was in the word, and the word is something like that, some shit like that, right? They say it got a little truth, a whole lot of lies, a little truth. But this is why spell casting is a very dangerous thing. But mirrors, when you're dealing with mirrors, you're dealing with the fallen entities. Okay? And it's imperative you understand and understand what mirrors are. Mirrors come from the fallen realms. This is a home of the fallen angels, and the greatest tricks the elites and Satan himself ever used was to put these mirrors in our homes. In ancient times, we never used glass. We used water. In the ancient times, our ancients, our elders, never used glass. They used water as reflectors to reflect the image back to us or to themselves, okay? And this is even where the mirrors today come from. Comes from the ancient way. We practice reflection. We always looked at the water to interpret, to do divination work. And when we needed to get a reflection of our image, we would create water waves in front of us because we were more in tune with the elements. And if we didn't create water waves, river falls. So what's a water wave? A water wave is basically when you tap into the element and you create a nice waterfall in front of you, i.e. the movie The Last Airbender is a prime example. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the movie The Last Airbender. Okay? They made the show to what, that show shows you what I'm talking about. Okay? But anyway, back to what I was saying about this waterway. It's not connected to nothing solid. It's strictly connected to the astral realms because water is persuasive throughout the cosmos. So we would do that. So we would do it that way. Or when we was down here in these down here or other planets, or when we would manifest here physically, we would use the natural water, whether we were here in other planets. Okay. All right. So when you go to a pond or a lake, the water naturally gives you your reflection of yourself. Also, certain crystals we use that gave us a natural reflection of ourselves. Because you can look at yourself in a hematite crystal. Certain quartz crystals you can look at yourself in. So this would be considered the ancient way of using mirrors. Or you can look in metals too. Because metal is natural. Now the ones today we see in our homes, cars, public restrooms, ones women carry in their purses, and the little places, all little places you go, little buildings you may visit, all these little mirrors and shit. These are all the negative entities that frequent these holographic worlds. These mirrors were made out of glass. And understand what glass is made of. Glass is made of sand. Okay, but what type of sand? Silica sand. Go look it up. To be exact, go Google the definition of silica sand. Silica sand is a granular material, this is what Google says, contains quartz crystals and minute amounts of coal, clay, and other minerals. It's also known as quartz sand, industrial sand. The presence of silica sand on the metal and materials can be a source of crevice corrosion on those metals. Now pay attention to that. Silica is a bad thing. Metal is natural. You have metal in you. And notice how the last sentence says, the presence of silica sand on metal materials can be a source of crevice, meaning it will lead to the corrosion of the metals. So the mirrors today we use are made out of glass. And that specific glass are used for mirrors that glass. Hold on, I have to write this shit down. It's made out of silica sand. Okay, silica sand is a form of quartz, but it was one of the quartz that they were able to get their hands on. And remember, they have a lot of our enchantments and our spells. Okay? So when they was working with the Moors, okay, they sat down and did a lot of alchemy. Now you have two different forms of alchemy. Mental alchemy, which is the ability to transmute situations. For example, let's say somebody send bad energy your way. You're able to transmute it and turn it into a good thing and use it for your benefit. That's called mental alchemy. But the original alchemy, because mental alchemy is a more advanced type of alchemy, the original basic alchemy is the ability to transmute base metals to gold or to transmute any metal into whatever you want it to be. So they were using alchemy to transmute our certain quartz crystals that we had. And they couldn't do it with majority of our crystals, but only the low vibrating crystals. So when they were able to transmute it, they were able to create an alternate realm to mimic this realm, but with intelligence. So when you think of a mirror has intelligence. Okay? Think of their Disney movie, Snow White. And the wicked stepmother, some shit like that. When she used to talk to her mirror, what she used to say, we all know it. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I remember that shit. I keep telling you, movies, cartoons, and these cartoons are not just movies, but truth. So a lot of people are not aware of how much intelligence a mirror actually possesses. And a mirror has a lot of intelligence. And mirrors are occupied in full fallen angels, trickster spirits, gypsies, and genies, or jinns. Okay, the red jinns live in a mirror because they are the most low vibrational, or what we like to call evil, of the jinns. There's 3 different types of jinns. Okay, they are malevolent spiritual beings. Okay, and they call themselves jinns in the Islamic and the Arabic religions. Okay, i.e. their horror movie, The Wishmaster, is considered a jinn. Y'all remember the movie Aladdin? Didn't Will Smith just play Aladdin? Well, a jinn. Okay, blue jinns are good genie, are the good genies. So I guess he was playing the good genie because he was blue, right? In Aladdin, wasn't he blue? But anyway, I digress. Even though they can be tricksters too, but they're mostly big on fulfilling the wishes of human beings. Okay, the god species, they didn't have to go to jinns. Okay, the original people of this earth didn't have to go to jinns for no source of help because we create just like the jinns create. Because in the movie Aladdin, the genie was in the kettle, and when he first rubbed it, he's seen his reflection first, a mirror image of himself before he even opened it up to the genie to let the genie out. Okay, green jinns deal with filth, and they're not inside your mirror realms. The green genies like to live in your homes, wherever it's a lot of trash, wherever it's a lot of filth, wherever it's a lot of bad hygiene. That's where you gonna find your green genies or jinns. Okay, that's what they bask in, and that's what they love, depression. You got to understand, those green jinns are working with depression, working on those with depression. Okay, they're the ones that create this source of energy. Also, they play a big part of taking souls, of talking souls into committing suicide. Okay, now the red jinns live inside the mirror, and they're the most evil out the jinns. And when you're dealing with these mirrors, you are not dealing with your true reflection. You have jinns reflecting your image back to you. Right, hold on. And what they want you to see. Okay? That's why there's an ancient saying, when you look into a mirror, you're looking at yourself 10 minutes ago. That's what they tell you about mirrors. So some of these more fallen, powerful entities, not just jinns, like to lure souls into that holographic realm. What is it called when a person stares into the mirror, or someone who loves to stare in the mirror? We call that vanity. That person is vain. That person's a vain individual. That person's a narcissist. They love to look at themselves, just stay in the mirror all the time. Well, most people that have that issue, it's not that they're loving themselves, they have fell under the jinn spell of the red jinns, of these fallen entities that live within the mirror. Okay? And it made me think about it. It made me stop when I was learning, I'm saying, getting all these downloads. That's all I do is get downloads. But it made me stop and think about some shit. It made me think about how they came out with all that makeup that you women put a stack on your face, but it take 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to put on. That's how long you staring in the mirror. And then I was thinking about the eyelashes now, how they came out with the eyelashes. Shit, you really got to get close to a mirror now to put some motherfucking eyelashes on, right? It's like they came out with something to bring you back, to come back into that mirror, to stare in that mirror. I don't know, that shit just came to me. Like, they fucking evil genius. They some slick motherfuckers, but be careful. Just be careful. Because everything that they come out with is never for your benefit, and you need to think about this. Okay? Why do you think some of the horrific movies that they came out with involve mirrors? Poltergeist, Candyman was a satanic force, and in order to summon him, you had to call his name 3 times in the mirror. Bloody Mary was the same way. But we just never asked ourselves why. Why a mirror? And they tell you on Google that a mirror just reflects light back, and they're lying. Okay? You have all these entities creating these alternate realities. You can lose yourself in the mirror. You got some mirrors. When some people go to the store, some mirrors call out to them, And now you gotta like, I need that mirror. I gotta have that mirror. I just gotta have that mirror. Okay. Now knowing it was entities behind that silica sand, that quartz calling you. A mirror is a magical thing, but it's a low frequency magic. But it's low frequency magic, and you gotta understand that you are not. I repeat, you are not. I repeat, you are not looking at your most divine image of yourself when you're looking into a mirror. You always want to get bigger muscles or gain more weight or lose more weight. Okay, you're just not happy with people that be staring in the mirrors all the time. Is just not happy with themselves as they could be because they always in the goddamn mirror. The mirror gonna lie to you. That's what it's there for. Okay? You also have a lot of disembodied spirits and souls that yearn to live again. And they live behind this mirror realm too. And we call that realm the gray realm of our world. Okay? Go check out the movie Insidious. All right, see, once you look into a mirror and stare at your own eyes of the mirror, remember that it is not you, but an actual being on the other side, of the other end of that world, mimicking you. They can steal your body and make it to this physical reality. That's why you must not stare long into a mirror and stare at different. Okay, and when you do, when you got, you can't help but to stare into a mirror. Stare at different parts of yourself. Okay, just don't keep looking into your eyes. Stare at different parts. Keep it moving. Okay, and we need to understand this because this is a powerful thing that should be known. Okay, have you noticed that they came out with years ago a new mirror? That tall ass mirror that's the size of your damn door. Y'all remember that shit? Shit, and I was gonna get one too. Shit, I bet you I won't get one now. The size of your door. They have taken this even a step further. It made me think about the cell phones and the laptops. Those ain't nothing but black mirrors. They have turned our cell phones, our laptops, and our TVs into black mirrors. Now get into that. Get into that. We all know how long people look into TVs, watch TVs. We all know how long you stay on your phone because they made your phone a personal computer so you can walk around with this black mirror every day, all day. Because they feel this is no longer about war but annihilation. Now they gotten all of us not only to stare in these mirrors, but to carry them in our hands, like I said, 24 hours a day. You sleep with them, you eat with them. Some of y'all even shower with them. And these little ass kids, not even the youth, but everybody who play video games, and that's just hours. Wow. Okay, beings can either enter your homes through your aura field and through the mirrors. This is why our ancient ancestors didn't want nothing to do with mirrors. Because we was never really enslaved like that anyway, and the ones that were caught into slavery were never, they never fuck with mirrors, period. Okay? We looked into the water. We looked into a natural source. If we wanted to see ourselves, we'll look into the water or metal. These are the things we placed here on the planet that was natural. Okay? Mirrors isn't a natural thing. It's a holographic world designed to keep you trapped in that mirror. Why you think they came out with selfies? Selfies is a form of vanity. Vanity is actually a fallen angel. And people don't understand and realize that a lot of these emotions are fallen angels. Okay? You have all these spiritual forces posing as emotions. Why do you think when we were all kids in kindergarten, they taught us emotions? That's why emotions clog the soul. Have you noticed when you get into your emotions and do something fucked up, you get in a even more fucked up situation? Only if you just had to, only if you just would have stopped and think. But they don't talk to you about all these motherfucking emotions. So you go jump in that emotion, which is a fallen angel, and then you go do something fucked up. Yeah. hmm Because when you was in school, they teach you how to write spells by teaching you spelling. As so cursive, by writing cursives. Which is why it's important to remove your children now and homeschool them, because soon they will be trying to take your babies. So you have these fallen angels posing as bad habits. So this is how they're able to get you, because you go into a form of narcissism. You become a narc, and you've fallen into a low frequency, their frequency, by being a narc. That's why I say heal your shadow self, work on your traumas, so that you can raise your vibration back up. Love yourself, because I love y'all like I love myself. And when you know better, you do better. So when you fall into being a narc, you have fallen into the ego, in a false existence, because the ego doesn't exist. But they can only exist in the ego. Your favorite music artist teaches you and promotes you to be in the ego. I got a big ego. I got a big ego. That bullshit. I'm telling you, them artists are not there for your greater benefit or betterment. Okay, and now these entities can keep you at a lower vibration, just like these fucking celebrities and these artists. They doing the same shit, keeping you at a low vibration as long as you focus on them. Okay, just like the movie The Matrix, even though that's not a movie, that was prophesied by an ebony goddess. But anywho, just like the Terminator, when Neo was waking up from the Matrix and was trying to break out, and when the analyst, the creator of their entire fake reality and how of the reality, how did he try to keep him in there? How did he try to stop Neo? He tried to pull him back into the Matrix through the mirror. Okay? And Neo means the one. You are the one. You. Okay? Trinity, which was his girlfriend, meant when you come back to yourself in your mind, your spirit, and your body, when all of that shit is in line and you come back to yourself, you become the one. You better go start paying attention to Matrix, because you are the Matrix. That's not a movie. They didn't write that. Right? And you are composed of entirely metal. All of your bone marrow is metal. But because you're breathing in oxygen, it rusts out. The metal now becomes what we call today bone. And bone isn't weak. It's very tough, very hard, and it's hard to break. And it's at its lowest form. So imagine how strong you are without no oxygen. And that bone turned into a antimantium type metal, which is where they get this story Wolverine from. So if you have a lot of mirrors around you and you're vibrating low, you're letting in all these demonic or satanic forces into your aura, into your atmosphere. And the mirrors lies to you. And mirrors actually talk to you. If you sit there long enough with them and close enough, you'll see what I'm talking about. So never sleep with these phones again. And stop thinking you're just looking in a mirror. And a mirror is just some type of glass. No, it's alive with intelligence. So it adapts to you. And it mimics what you see. So that it can hide its negative intent. And let's also not forget, you are also electricity, which restricts what restricts electricity? Glass. A mirror is a form of glass, rubber, plastic, and cloth. And it all goes together when we're talking about mirrors. Some of the most powerful spell work is done involving mirrors. Your avatar, your body, can house 1,000 spirits within it. So a mirror is a house for all these negative spirits, and you don't know what's coming through it. You'll lose your whole self, and you'll lose your whole self, and another entity will take over you. Okay, and now the real you is stuck in a holographic world, a parallel universe to this one. You are powerful beyond measure. Look at all these great lengths they go and attempts to try and get you because they know who you are. And you better start knowing quick. You are a divine being. Okay? What does the mirror reflect back? Light. And what are you? Electricity, in which is the highest form of light. So how did the mirror was able to reflect the light back to you? It steals and harvests the life force of others. All right. So when you're dealing with a mirror, understand and overstand what you're messing with. All right. So I'm out. The next video. Deuces. Can't see nothing. Hold on.